Welcome back. Depart. Get out of the way, Ghost. Motherfucker. Fuck you. Jackass. Welcome back to part whatever. I don't even know what part we're on. Real quick, I did a little stuff in the off time. I managed to get a piece of the Desert Sorceress set. I only got this one piece because farming for it is a gigantic pain in the ass. Again, it's another thing where just farming is needlessly aggravating. Where you have the 4 pieces of armor that you can get off of the enemy, but they also drop 2 consumables as well. Actually, maybe even more, to be honest with you. So just the chance that you'll get the item that you're looking for, completely ridiculous, but whatever. Anyways, I can actually probably show... No. Darn it. I just wanted to show that these are some really long gloves. Oh yeah. Now you're looking like a sexy man, George. Now it's happening. They almost kind of look like evening gloves, almost. Oh, anyways. I just wanted to read off a little bit of lore. The sorcerer's gloves in the distant land of Jugo appears to be a plain, thin fabric, but is permeated with powerful magic. Desert sorceresses have enchanting looks, and they use them to catch people off guard. Well, it certainly worked on you, didn't it, George? Oddly enough, even those who are perceptive enough to realize the ploy fall prey to their seduction with alarming regularity. Fucking fascinating. Hey, check it out, there are these sexy lady mages. And I mean, I've already talked about that. Like I said, I personally don't have a beef with wanting to do... Oh my god, are you serious? I never noticed you before. Motherfucker. Oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Like I said, though, I personally don't have, like, a qualm with wanting to do... Oh, he's gonna... He's gonna come through the entire fortress coming to get me. Well, that's gonna be... Oh, God! Oh, shit. You not dead yet? Hi, buddy. But like I said, I don't personally have a qualm with wanting to do sexual... Ow. Wanting to do sexual armors. It's just, like I said, it should go both ways, really. You know, all I'm saying is just throw the guy... Throw everyone a bone, you know? But also... Be fucking honest. Don't sit there and bullshit your audience about why these designs are sexy. Like, all we can really infer about Jugo is that it is a desert environment. It's very clearly what they're going for is, well, it's hot. They've gotta have revealing skin. And lacy push-up bras for some reason. Okay, come on. Ouch! Lock on, please. There we go. But the thing about that is, in a desert environment, the thing you actually don't want to do is have a bunch of revealed skin. Because what ends up happening... Ow! Fucking hell. Are you done? Okay, you're done. But what you have is a bunch of... When you have a bunch of revealed skin like that... Fuck. Oh god. Oh, no. Ah, damn it. Well, that's 1 death so far. That's 15 so far altogether. But like I was saying, when you have a bunch of revealed skin like that in a hot desert environment, what happens is all your sweat gets evaporated by the hot sun. Because it's hot, you sweat, and then the sun evaporates your sweat, and your body's trying to keep cool, so you end up sweating more. And then the sun evaporates that sweat, and just keeps going again and again, and you run through your body's fluids all the faster. That's why in a desert environment... That's why whenever you see pictures of dudes in Afghanistan and what have you, they're always wearing, like, these thick robes. It's not because, like, wearing thick clothing on your body is all that comfortable, but what it does, it keeps the sun off of them. So that they don't fucking, like I said, just run through all the water they've drank in the last hour within the hour. So again, it's just a complete bullshit reason right there as to why these character models are as sexy and revealing as they are. I don't believe you can actually shoot through this. But like I said, it just... It should just... my god. Just... It should go both ways. And be fucking on it. What the hell? Fuck. Well, this is not gonna go... Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. What I want to know is how that fucking knife hit me through my fucking shield. That's some bullshit. But yeah, just, like I said, just be fucking honest about why these characters' designs are so sexy. Because you wanted to look at them that way. Not because, because they're in a desert, they gotta wear a little clothing. No, fuck you, that's bullshit. Just be fucking honest with your... God damn it, block, you fucking asshole. Holy shit, man. Oh, hi. Well, let's just slow your roll a little bit. Okay, bye, thanks. Like I said, though, just be fucking honest with your audience. Don't treat them like a bunch of assholes. Like, they know what's going on. When people saw the Desert Sorceress designs in this game, like, they fucking knew what was going on. They're not jackasses. They know. They know. God damn it. Fuck. Oh, god damn. Well, this is not off to a good start. I guess this is what I get for talking about something even remotely political. Oh! You know what? I'm gonna play it safe here. Come on. Oh, hell no, motherfucker. Oh, you got something for me? Ah, your spear. That's interesting. Let's see. The silver-black spear. Kind of a cool look to it. Cool looking spear. Not that useful, though. Let's see. Silver-black spear imbued with the power of the dark. Oh, it does dark damage, does it? Yeah, it does, huh? I didn't know that. Oh, wow. And it has CC scaling on strength and dexterity, so it's kind of like a quality weapon. Huh. The Grave Wardens vowed to ensure the tranquility of those who slumber in the undead crypt. Again, more stuff about the undead crypt. If one dares disturb them, the Grave Wardens make no allowance for the stature or riches, and will readily bury them along with the others. That's kind of hardcore. But it really begs the question about what the hell an enemy type called the Grave Wardens. Oh god, you can shoot through that? Anyways, it kind of makes you wonder what exactly an enemy type called the Grave Wardens are doing here. Yeah, nope. It's working out. There we go. Whew. Okay. That wasn't so bad. Man, I'm having a weird amount of trouble with this particular spot. And that guy was not there in the original iteration of the game. And he's very clearly there now to draw your eye to something in particular, and that's the windmill right there, which I'll get to that in a second. There's another one of you guys around the corner? No? Okay. Come on. Okay, yeah. Man, I'm really loving this big old shield. Yep. Come here. Aw, double fuck you. You're still up? Alright. Come on. Come on. Alright, you're done. So these guys actually do drop that knife that they use, and it's a pretty good looking knife. I really like the design on it, to be honest with you. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and light this, and then we'll light this. Now, like I said, that guy was not originally there, but he's there in this version of the game to draw your attention to this. Now, what could possibly be going on? What? So this is one of the really baffling design choices that, I mean, they had this ramp here that was clearly here to draw your attention, but otherwise, how exactly are you supposed to know that that's even flammable? Because it just looks like stone. They should have done a better texture with making the... they should have done a better job, I mean, with making the texture look like it was oily and shit to keep it greased up. which is very logical. More to the point, you want to stop this from turning, because what this windmill is doing is it's pumping up poison from down below into this castle. And more importantly, into the fucking boss room, which you don't want. But there's just a couple things I need to take care of down this way first. Well, specifically one thing. Where's the other guy? He was right there, wasn't he? Huh. Oh well, whatever. Alright, come on. I know you're there. That is a pretty cool little gimmick there. Hide a guy behind the chest. And it is nice that you can see him before coming over here. It's a nice little continuity thing, and a nice little reward to the player for paying attention. Let's see here, the pike. Is there anything to be gleaned from looking at this? A spear of an extended pole offers very long reach, even for a spear. Traditionally, a weapon of regimental rather than single combat. Oh yeah, because it's usually meant to be used in a platoon with a bunch of guys holding pikes alongside you. No, that's not what I wanted. However you can imagine, blah blah blah. Basically, it's meant to be a weapon used with more than one person. Okay, no way in hell you can make that jump. I'm not even gonna bother. There must be some other way to get there. Alright, well, that's that one thing taken care of. Whatever, and on we go. Let's see, there are a couple other things I need to take care of before I move on into actually progressing more. Oh, hey, hello. Nice. Hey, that one rock looks much more square than all the other rocks. Aha! I knew it. Thought you could fool me, did you? You were wrong. Oh boy, here we go. The mannequin mask. Ah. If you want to see disappointment, look no further than this mask right here. Oh god, that's lame looking. Oh, it's so lame looking. Ah, god, what the hell? Motherfucker. Shit. Can a guy read item descriptions in peace around here? Mask of the Mannequins of the Harvest Valley. The Fickle Queen gave them life and tore their faces off. Well, no wonder they look so surprised. How else could she forgive those who dared gaze upon her? Okay, sounds like the Queen has some issues going on. No, that's not the way I want to go just yet. Not yet. Not quite yet. Who else? There you are. Come here. Now, I think these enemies in particular are probably one of the only enemies so far that are all that susceptible. Hello, friend. You're gonna block me, aren't you? That's okay. I forgive you. I'm gonna be the bigger man about it. Not just because I'm stronger than you. Simpleton spies. Which kind of reminds me, though, like, have you ever noticed how much our media is obsessed with the idea of queens being evil? Huh? What? What? Huh? What am I what am I locking onto? What? 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 How? It's one of those moth things. Oh wow, that's interesting. I did not know that. Oh, poor creature. They're really pretty. But yeah, this is another thing. They hid some of these guys around, and they give you little gifts like that. But yes, here's another character. Unfortunately, you cannot get this guy's armor. Look at him tapping his foot. He's really impatient with me. I guess I better talk to him.
Shush. You idiot. Stay quiet. I'm on the run. Don't give me away. You're a fugitive too, eh? Yeah? Why else would you be here? It's got death written all over it. You want to climb down here?
I do, I guess.
I can lend you a ladder. But, how much can you offer me? Why, yep, I'm trying to help you, you know. Have you no gratitude? Downright rude, really. I've got a soft heart, so I let you off this once.
Okay, 2,000 souls. I can swing that, no problem.
All right. It'll be just a moment.
Yeah. So there's a kind of weird implication going on here that your character is actually talking back and you just don't hear it. Where the hell did you get that? That is some bullshit. That ladder is hanging off by just those
Go on
hooks.
ahead. I won't offer this deal twice.
Alright, cool, whatever, thanks. So that's Gilligan. Gilligan the Laddersmith. I love his accent. It's pretty good. Kind of a nothing character. You don't really... Ooh, a lockstone, that's useful. You don't really get a whole lot out of him. Like, he doesn't really have an arc that you can delve into and makes you think about him as a person. He's basically just exists to be a merchant.
Oh, what is it? What do you need now? Huh?
Pretty good design, though. I really love the color scheme they've gone with the dark blue and the gray shirt kind of contrasting against his dark brown armor and his, like, creamy yellow fur and hair color. Ooh, a gesture. Frustration. Okay, that's fun. He also sells a little bit of armor. Do I have enough for all this armor? I think I might just get this armor. More importantly, it kind of has a little bit of an implication going on where you have like the black leather armor and what's this? The thief mask. Full face mask called a thief mask since most people wearing them are up to no good. Not terribly effective as armor. But it still looks cool though. Armor dyed black. Allows wearer to blend in with the dark, often used by those with ill intent, meticulously crafted and improve aids to fair defense. Same basic stuff. You know what? I think I'll go ahead and buy every single piece. Just so. No, come here. Yep, there we go. And now I'm out of money. But he also sells a couple weapons, like the whip and the claws, the reinforced club. Is there any lore to be gotten out of these? Let's see here. No, not really. No, not really. No, not really. What else does he sell? Weirdly enough, and at a very oddly specific amount of money, he sells a miniature ladder. A small ornamental ladder, a quaint little thing, but only for show. This ornament does not seem to have any particular function, and should not be worth much, but it is sold at an exorbitant price. So even your character is like, wow, this is completely useless and a little piece of junk. Why are you selling it to me for this much money?
No, mate. These deals, they won't last forever.
Oh, I bet. In fact, let's check out. Let's get stylish, shall we? Where the hell's my mask? Hell yeah, that's a cool fucking mask. But again, this is the black leather set. Another holdover from Dark Souls 1, basically. I just want to see. Slightly better. Oh, but it's heavier, so I probably... Slightly better physical defense, but not nearly as good when it comes to actual, when it comes to elemental defense. I think I'm going to stick with these for the time being, but... where are they? They're lighter, but I kind of like the way they look, actually. I think I'm going to go with that. Yeah, I think that's good for now.
Oh, what is it? What do you need now?
But let's go ahead and exhaust his dialogue.
Have you heard? Well, apparently, there's this monster lady, right?
Right.
And the poison, well, does wonders for her body. You know, health and beauty and that sort of stuff. And I thought only human women were so petty.
Wow. That's a little charged of a statement there, buddy. That is kind of your hint that there's going to be poison in the boss room, but more importantly, the poison in the boss room actually it heals the boss. Like he said, it gives her health in addition to her beauty.
That creature, she was human once, you know. Yeah. In fact, she was wed to the prince of that nearby castle. But her husband, he had feelings for another. The princess was desperate and sought eternal beauty, hoping that it would restore the prince's affection. You see what I mean?
Got anything else?
Before long, the princess's ire transformed her into a monster. Now, listen here. When do you think this all happened? Long ago, when this very land was called something else. We say Drangleic now, but countless kingdoms have risen and fallen on this very spot. And this won't be the last. Oh no.
Okay, so there it is again. They're really hammering home super hard this idea, again, of nature and time being cyclical, that all things happen. Kingdoms rise and then fall, and then new kingdoms rise in other places. They're just beating you over the head with this concept, but for this particular area, we can kind of infer that the covetous demon, when we read the description of the soul, said something about this guy used to be a prince, but then his greed and desire turned him into a big, ugly monster. And now he's talking about this queen who was wed to this guy, and he loved another, so she sought to enhance her beauty using dark magic, and it turned her into a monster. Again, there's kind of a theme going on in this particular zone, but we can kind of infer that the prince in question was possibly that demon, and that the queen that we're about to go fight was the one that was married to him. Like, she took his monstrous body and just kind of locked him up in the bottom of her tower, like, now I own you forever kind of deal. Can't say that that's 100% sure what happened, but that, again, that's something that we can infer.
That damned hag just can't let her old flame go.
Aha.
She's going to get us all burned.
Oh.
God's almighty. I'm not going to die in this dump. God's... find it. All the best.
Alright, goodbye. Goodbye, Gilligan. Thanks for the new clothes. Let's see here. Just a few more things I need to grab. Uh-oh. I need to go up here and fight you. Alright, fantastic. Oh, hi! Hello, friend. You're going on a ride. Oh, please be your armor. Yes! Oh, hello. I will say that these guys' armor does look pretty good. It mixes well with some of the armor that I just got. Let's see here. Here it is. Mannequin's armor. Does look pretty good overall, and it mixes, like I said, very well with the black leather set. Top of the mannequins of Harvest Valley. The peculiar art of puppetry in this vestige of the two lost lands. Oh wait, I'm sorry. The peculiar art of puppetry is a vestige of the two lost lands. A queen breathed life into these dolls with the very miasma that afflicted her poison-drenched bosom, so that she would have slaves to serve her temperamental will. But I never did continue on with my thought process earlier. Now, this is a perfect segue. Like I said, if you want to look at something really kind of sad, is you can kind of tell by their designs that these are the guys that showed up in the original teaser trailer for Dark Souls 2. You can tell by this particular, the look of their armor in particular. And the thing is, they were wearing masks. At that point in time, they were still going forward with this idea that these guys would still have their heads attached. And more importantly, their masks looked completely differently. They look completely different than they do now. And honestly, the original design was just so much better. And to see this... What the hell was that? Who the fuck? Nobody? Okay. There's that sound again. It must be a dead body hitting the floor when the game re-renders it when I come into a different spot, or a different zone. That's gotta be what it is. Here's a little treasure chest. Oh god, hello! Quick, quick, George, quick. The Mira shield. Mira being where Lucatiel is from, and more importantly, this is... where is it? The exact kind of shield that she uses. A good-looking shield, to be honest with you. A good-looking shield. I definitely dig it. However, it's not really that good of a shield functionally. No, not really. But let's see here. Shields issued to the Proud Knights in Mira's official order. And Mira land... a land permanently beset by unrest. This shield was a symbol of the great knights' strength and willingness to give their lives for their country. So we can kind of infer, based on that Lucatiel is definitely a made knight. Like, she's not just, oh, I'm a knight because I said so, and I have this armor and this sword. Like, no, she's literally a knight. Oh, hell no. But even more important than that, I may have to go deal with that mage, because she's just gonna mess with me while I'm talking. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go do that real quick. Hello? Yeah, I can't keep dealing with this. Oh god. Are there more of you? Oh. Pretty sure there's more of you. Yep, there you are. Let's just do this the old-fashioned way. Like total fucking cowards. Alright, and now you should be relatively easy to deal with on your own. Wow, one hit. I did not expect that to happen in one hit. Also, really interesting is they, yeah, there's even more stuff that these guys drop, but they also drop Lingering Dragon Crest Rings +1. What this basically does is just make certain spells last longer. Spells that are based on length of time. Like the Cast Light spell, for example. And I'm pretty sure this chest is trapped. Poison, how fitting. Oh, and they put this fucking vase here because they knew that you were going to try and roll away from that. That's pretty underhanded there, guys. Ooh, a lockstone. That's useful. Is there anybody down there? No, okay. So this... Oh, hello. Oh, hello. So like I said, these desert sorceresses, they drop so many different items that you're overwhelmed. Oh, God! Oh, God! Oh, my fucking God! You scared the shit out of me. Oh. Oh, hey, your shield. Cool. Holy shit! Oh my god, that wasn't funny. Let's see, shield used by the mannequins. The peculiar art of puppetry is a vestige of some blah blah blah. The queen, entranced by poison, used it to beckon unknowing souls to the defiled valley. Now wait a second, what? Okay, so she used the puppetry, not the poison. I was about to say, how did you lure people here using poison? Before we go down that hallway, there's someone important that we gotta talk to. There he is! There he is! Hi, buddy!
We went through a lot together.
Yes!
Take this as a token of our friendship.
Yes! Oh my god, he just gives me all of his stuff, including the ring. Oh, that's so good.
They were meant for you.
Oh, that's so good. But yeah, that's usually how quest rewards go, is you bring the character in question into a fight and hope they survive, and then later on when you meet them again, they give you your stuff. Speaking of which, give me your stuff. Let's see, where are your boots, Pate? Oh wow, these are better boots, and they look pretty good. Got some poofy looking trousers though. Wow, these leather gloves are weirdly heavy. They're weirdly heavy considering these gauntlets that I'm wearing have actual metal on them. But, you know, okay, sure, whatever. And where is it? Pate's armor. Funnily enough, this particular armor set was the armor set. It was a starting armor set for, who was it? The warrior class in Dark Souls 1. They changed that around a little bit in Dark Souls 2. But anyways, although it appears to be a common helmet, it has in fact been meticulously customized. Belong to mild-mannered Pate, this has been considerably altered. Perhaps it was pillaged. And that's really interesting right there. Again, although it appears to be common, it meticulously customized. Again, perhaps pillaged. Same and same. And I don't know, I think the... No, definitely not. I do like the way these look better, to be honest with you. I do like the black and white look that I've got going on. But let's see here, Pate shield. Not too shabby of a shield, but mine is better. It's got a good look to it. I do like it. Let's see here. Pate's favorite great shield appears rather humdrum, but was in fact forged by layering thin sheets of iron, a process that creates a shield with excellent defense for its weight. It is not always advisable to stand out, especially if you have something to hide. Well, that's some interesting fucking information right there. And let's see here. Where's your spear, buddy? Where is your spear? Best spear in the game if you're doing a spear build. This is definitely the spear to go with. Let's see here. A long spear wielded by Pate. This appears to be a very ordinary spear, but seems to have accumulated power over the course of countless battles. What? What? Power over that doesn't make any sense. I use this spear a bunch, and it has accumulated power because of that. Sure, why not, video game? Why not?
Well, we meet again.
Yeah.
There's treasure this way, but I have a bad feeling about it. I don't quite have the guts myself. Well,
Okay, so you're done. So again, he's telling you about treasure that's this way, and he's like, well, it's not safe, though. My god. And his armor suggests, it does not tell you, but it suggests that the armor in question that he's wearing might have been taken. Like, maybe. Fucking hell. That's what I wanted. Oh, wow. Okay. So this guy's kind of smart. This is a really sketchy jump, but what you gotta do is aim for that little corner right there. He's not putting that shield back down. Maybe if I... Nope, he's not putting it down. But anyways, this discarded piece of railing right here gives you a little hint, like, wait a minute. It draws your eye down so that you look down and go, ah, there's something down here I see. Yep. And ba ba da ba ba. Here's the treasure that he was talking about. Great heavy soul arrow, that's kind of useful for me, but I kind of avoid using the heavy variants, because even though they do more damage, the casting speed on them is just awful. They take way too long to cast. It's hardly even worth it, to be honest with you.
Well, good to see that you survived. Perhaps you're more rugged than I thought.
God, the way he says that.
In any case, the treasure is yours, since you went ahead, took the leap.
See, like, that's kind of the backpedal on this guy's character. Is like, it's setting it up to where you don't really trust him, but then he's like, then he just lets you have the treasure that he found out about. And it's, again, it's the second time that it's happened, too. So you kind of wonder, like, you know, maybe I can trust this character.
I prefer a more cautious approach. It's hard to know who to even trust these days.
Kind of ironic that he talks about trust, too.
For instance, I've heard that a man is out for my life. Now, what misunderstanding could have ever led to that? The poor bloke must have quite an imagination. You be careful too, my friend. For trust can be a dangerous thing.
And he even calls you my friend and talks about trust being dangerous.
You be careful too.
Okay, anything else? No, okay. So he's all done, and the guy he's talking about that's out for his life is obviously Creighton, whom we met in the last episode. Now, let's see if this guy's put his shield back down. No? Huh. Well, surely if I aim at his ankles, that won't block the damage, will it? No, it does, because fuck you, it's a video game. Alright. Well, we're gonna be awkward. Okay, I did it. Phew. Now I can deal with you proper. Alright, cool. And getting back is even more awkward because you gotta run past this piece of geometry and kind of out on the thing. It's really difficult, actually. Let's see. So, well, this was hardly even worth it. There's a soul item and another healing item. Dare I make the jump? Ah, fuck it. What's the point in these games if you don't take risks, right? That wasn't so bad. Alright, we're just about done. There's only one last place to go in this area before we take on the boss. Ooh, oh god, no! Oh no! I'm gonna have to use one of these real quick. Flame butterfly. Ah, shit! Now, there were not nearly as many of these jump up positions where these guys jump up at you in the original version of the game, and that's why it's so effective here. Is because I've played the game a bunch of times, and they were never there before, and so like that's why it's actually working and it's getting me. Fuck, got some on me, but that's okay. Hidden walls, you're so fun. Fuck you, you were just trying to do that combustion thing on me. Spell quartz ring, very useful ring. Very similar, where is it? Where is it? Where the fuck is it? I'm really confused. Didn't I just pick it up? Poison bite ring. Oh, I looked right past it. Spell quartz ring gives you increased magical defense. Why would they give you that here? Well, maybe the boss enemy in this area uses fucking magic. Oh no, this is some fucking bullshit right here. Actually, you know what? Come to think of it. Before I forget, I'm pretty sure There's an NPC that's available somewhere around here, so I want to grab them real quick. Hopefully they're not a shade. I don't quite remember. I know they're around here somewhere, though. Where they were, I don't recall. Man, I'm really running low on these crummy little life gems. I think they were right... Yep, here they are. Devotee Scarlet. Scarlet's kind of got a clerical thing going on with a small shield and a mace. I think she might have some clerical spells, but I don't really recall. All that I really know about her is that she uses armor that is... outfits that are only really available super far into the game. Which is weird, because there's no way that a player that only just recently got to Harvest Valley here, and thus subsequently Earthen Peak, would by chance have had a chance to even visit the Shrine of Winter, which is how you get to the area where the armor that she's wearing is available. Which is kind of ridiculous. Especially since it's not really even that good of armor. Alright, we're almost done here. Scarlet, did you just... I see you there, buddy. Alright. No, wait, that's what I want. Scarlet, can you please not break these fucking pots on top of me? Alright, well, while you got him distracted... No, God! Ah, it's the one thing I don't want them to do. Because that does so much damage. Alright, now we just gotta grab one more guy, just for shits and giggles. Jester Thomas! Jester Thomas is kind of a motherfucker. As you can see, Jester Thomas wields pyromancy, which is actually pretty useful for this particular area. Let's see, we're almost done. Before we actually take on the boss proper, there's just... Ooh, hello there. Oh, I really hope it's some more of your armor. Fucking hell. Like I said, they drop like 3 different consumables. They drop those rings, they drop magic stones, and then they drop 4 different pieces of armor. So like the actual chances of you getting your hands on the armor that you want it's ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. Alright, guys, go get them. I believe in you. You can do it. Let's see, there used to be a guy up here. No, they moved him. Okay, okay, boys and girls. Alright, everybody get the fuck out of my way now. Thank you. Alright, come on. That's what I was hoping for. Alright. Oh, these guys drop life gems. That's useful. Cool. You want to be really careful. So you want to be really super careful. Alright, come on. Come on. Alright, cool. Hey, a tradable item for the ravens. The crows, whatever. This is not really that useful of a lockstone. Basically, if you use a lockstone here, healing waters will come out of the eye sockets on this. Not really that useful, because all it really does is heal poison. But anyways, there's a chest here, and I already know what's up. Yep. But luckily, it breaks the poison chest, or poisonous vases, and it too gets poisoned. The dark gauntlets. And let's see here, the work hook. Where is it? Where is it? There it is, work hook. It's a fucking, like, hook. Like, this is how you do your pirate cosplay builds. Hook that covers the hand. Not clearly intended as a weapon, but certainly sharp enough to shred an enemy's skin. Oh yeah, and the dark gauntlets. Pretty decent material armor going on. Kind of a very particular look, though, so it doesn't really match very well with things. But anyways, let's see. No one knows the true identity of these men who are said to freely manipulate dark. Old foreign legends describe them as poor souls who chase the lost art of life drain. Life drain? What? Yeah, so it's more Dark Souls 1 shit. Ugh, get the fuck out of my way! Move! That is the one thing that I hope that they improve about NPC AI. Just get them to fucking move when they're blocking the doorway, for goodness sake. Petrified something. Another tradable item for the crows. Get the fuck out of my way! But anyways, the real reason why you come up here is because of this right here. You freaking jackasses. Alright. Okay, so let's finally go deal with the boss. I don't remember when I started. Yeah, okay. Alright. No, should I? No, I probably don't need it. So there's this little ring of poison on the outside of the ring of the battlefield, but if you don't stop that that windmill, that's right. If you don't stop the windmill, then the whole fucking chamber is flooded with poison. And as you can see, Jester Thomas with his pyromancy is doing a good chunk of damage, and there's a little texture going on, and her health is slowly ticking back up while she's sitting in the poison. And so, when you're dealing with that in the room full of poison, obviously, it's not a fun time. Especially because the pool slows your walking speed down to something more akin to, like, this instead of this. But as you can see, based on her design, she's very much supposed to be a Gorgon, like Medusa type deal. Which is where which really makes you wonder, why did she take her own head off? But also, it was something that was hinted at when we read the description of one of the mannequin pieces of armor. Like, she stripped their faces off for daring to look on her. But like I said, there's weird themes of, like, in this particular area of people's, like, really strong emotions and desires, manifesting them into horrible monsters. Alright, thanks Jester Thomas for pretty much taking care of all of that on your own. Bringing him along kinda makes this fight a little bit trivial. But, you know, whatever. Who... but before we move on much further, let's just go ahead and read Mitha, the Baneful Queen Soul. Like I said, the Covetous Demon, like I said, we can pretty much infer that this is the soul of her husband, and she kind of locked him up in her basement for being promiscuous. But let's see here. The queen sought the king's affection, even poisoning herself to attain beauty, despite the monstrous consequences. All for the compelling madness known as love. That's kind of interesting because the legend that Gilligan told us implied that her lover was a prince, not a king. So it's kind of weird misinformation going on there in terms of that little bit of narrative. But it does have kind of a cool theme going on, like I said, of people's, like, overwhelming desires and emotions turning them monstrous. And I just noticed the completely awful texturing on this elevator. Look at that. That is fucking garbage. That is such a jagged looking texture. That looks like it's not loading in properly. That is so bad looking. Alright. Hello, random skeleton that makes no sense. Goodbye, random skeleton that makes no sense. Oh, by the way, speaking of shit that doesn't really make any sense. Oh, uh-oh. I was really hoping not to aggro you just yet. Oh, well, thankfully my hammer does a good chunk of damage. So, back when we first came out into Harvest Valley and we looked at Earthen Peak, it was this big tower windmill with nothing around for miles, and then at the top of the tower we get in an elevator that somehow takes us into this castle, presumably floating miles above Earthen Peak. It doesn't really make any sense, and it's kind of one of those games like issues where the game world does not feel consistent. It does not really feel like we're traveling through one connected world, and it feels a little off-putting and weird. Alright. So let's dump some souls. Bear, seek, lest. Yeah. Where, oh where? Yes! Extra attunement slot. That's what I want. Any agility out of that too? Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take that. That's a good increase right there. You look pretty cool, buddy. You have a very consistent look going on. I'm kind of patched together at the moment. But let's see here. Now that I can attune another spell, what shall I attune? I guess I may as well attune this, since it's the only other sorcery I can use. Although I can show off the chameleon sorcery. Yeah, let's do that real quick. So this is kind of a tricky little sorcery to use. It's not very useful for PvE. It kind of only works in PvP, and even then, you have to be really crafty about it. It turns you into a random environment object, but you can still move around and stuff. So this only works in instances like this right here. Like, if a player had come through this area and they didn't know that there wasn't supposed to be this extra statue here, I could catch them off guard. And when they walk by, I could go, "Surprise, motherfucker!" So, something like that. Again, another holdover from Dark Souls 1. But it's something that, you have to be really crafty about it, because players tend to go through areas very thoroughly, and they kind of learn about where objects are and are not supposed to be. So if you're dealing with somebody who just really knows the area, like, you're not gonna be able to catch them off guard. You also have the spell Hush, which is kind of a similar thing. Like, if you're invading or if somebody invades you and you don't want them to just hear where you are, you have this spell which makes you slightly quieter. It quiets your footsteps at least, but as you can kind of almost hear, my armor still rattles a bit. But that's enough of that. I'm not going to be able to use these spells for a while, so I'll just click you and collect you. Yeah, sure. That sounds good. Unless I can go buy another copy of Great Soul Arrow. Like I said, the heavy Soul Arrow variants are decent for damage, but they're so slow.
There you are.
No. Eventually he'll start selling extra copies of stuff instead of just the single copy. I guess I could get an extra Soul Arrow, but it's not really that strong of a spell for where I am right now.
One day my teachings will sing.
Yeah, Grandpa. I can show off like the difference between casting speed. And, like, you have Soul Arrow, bing, bing. You have Great Soul Arrow, bing. Very similar casting speed, if not the same casting speed. But then you have Great Heavy Soul Arrow. Oh wow, that's actually not too bad of a difference. Oh wow, never mind. At least that's definitely how it was in Dark Souls 1. The heavy soul variants were just really slow. So it was like practically worthless. You may as well just get the non-heavy variants just so you can cast faster. But there's a couple things I need to take care of before moving on. Leningrast, your daughter's here.
Oh, I'd get... Drat. You're worse than my reckless daughter. Don't spend your whole life in transit, you hear?
Okay, yeah, but your reckless daughter literally came home, so do you want to have something to say about that?
You'll need souls to I don't win. My witless daughter finally came home,
There it is.
just as oblivious as she's always been.
Wow.
Well, at least now I can keep an eye on her.
Anything else?
Stones? You might be surprised.
Oh, I kind of accidentally skipped through that. It's like, stones, ask my daughter about those.
Now, don't go near that scum near the pit.
Huh?
The scoundrel's name is Gilligan.
Oh, cool.
And he's infamous in our hometown. Yes, everyone's heard of him, as he always manages to stir up trouble.
Huh. I never heard him talk about Gilligan like that. That's cool. It's neat that they at least acknowledge the various people coming in.
Gilligan can certainly be helpful at times, but he's a real conniver when it comes to money.
You got that right.
There are even people out for his life,
What?
and you can bet he brought it on himself.
Oh, I'm sure.
Drat. Don't...
Okay, so nothing else. Okay. But yeah, he's like, well, my daughter's finally come home. At least I can finally keep an eye on her. And you'll notice that, like, she was messing with a skull before, now she's messing with this random femur.
Oh, fancy meeting you here.
Is it really?
Speak up if you need anything at all, alright? These stones may look... some
Okay,
of them
that's,
are-
we've already
some
heard
of them
that.
are extreme. None of the different... You know how they call this place Drang Lake, right?
Sure.
Well, in the old lore, in stories and the like, they said it had another name.
Again.
What was it? Well, I don't know. It's just something I heard.
So,
Since long, long ago, many kingdoms have risen and fallen on this very spot. Each like a great flame that turns to soot. Maybe that's why people don't remember much about the past.
so again, just hammering that theme about kingdoms rising, falling, and then another kingdom rises, just hammering you over the head with it, just over and over again. Everybody fucking says it at some point, pretty much. And again, it's just going right back to that theme of time and shit being cyclical.
You see that blacksmith over there?
You mean your father?
Is he one of those hollows? He seems to keep eyeing me up. He sort of looks like my father. He's a blacksmith too, you see.
Ah.
The poor man's such a worrywart.
Ah.
But he wouldn't follow me out here, would he?
I don't know.
I was born in a land to the west, Volgan. Famous for its merchants.
That's where Mullen comes from.
They were great, bustling cities. But for me, they were suffocating. And so I set out, in search of stones in faraway lands. There are dangers, for certain, but I much prefer to live this way. But for the life of me, I can't remember how I ended up here. It's as if I were drawn to the place, or lured in. Oh, I don't know.
So it is kind of interesting, this little implication that Majula, at the very least, has this weird drawing effect on people, especially undead, which she seems to be because she does exemplify certain symptoms of the curse.
These stones may look...
Okay,
some of-
so you're all
none of
done. So now that... did you like that revelation about these two characters and their attempt at a character arc between the two of them? Okay, good. Well, it's done.
Oi, mine.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, really. There's not much else to say about it. That's just the end of those two characters and any sort of story you can glean out of their lives. You know, what do you got, Gilligan?
Wait. You found your way out, too. The name's Gilligan. Don't make me say it twice.
I like him.
Alright. What do you want?
Stuff.
I have everything you need.
Alright. No, he doesn't sell anything new.
You want to go down that awful hole?
Yes.
You must have lost your marbles.
Yes.
Fine, sure, fine. I'm happy to be of service. You need a ladder then, sure enough. But you'll have to show some generosity.
So, yeah, sure. 12,000! 12,000! Okay, that's a massive jump. We go from 500 to 3,500 to 12 fucking thousand. Holy shit. I don't got that kind of money. Oh well, let's just go ahead and get... Oh, I don't have that kind of money either. Well, the 500 ladder one is useless.
It's not my business anyway.
Alright, well, I'll deal with that later.
Oh, I should have listened to the warnings. This place is flippin' mental.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Huh? No, I wasn't born here. I'm from a wee bit. I'm from a wee bit out west. That's all.
Wow, Volgan is out west.
Seen some rough times.
How about that?
I think I'll settle down for a while.
Settle down here. Are you undead by chance? Probably.
You wouldn't believe the shenanigans that happen in my business.
Ladder smithing?
I thought at least here in the middle of nowhere, I could stay clear of, my old pals.
Ah, then grassed.
Oh, don't ask me what happened. Have you no discretion, you old chum?
I like that he says "ald" instead of "old." That's kind of the thing about the accent, about where the origin of his accent is. That's just how they pronounce "old."
That gaping hole. Well, search me. It's where the people around here toss all their rubbish. Corpses, or you know what. Or whatever they'd rather be rid of.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and those human statues. Who are they supposed to be? Anybody, I suppose. Probably just some old pagan costume. What's it like at the bottom of the hole? I mean, why in the hell would I know? Ha!
So again, based on some of his dialogue, and more importantly, how reactionary it is, it has this weird implication that your character is actually talking, and that the player just does not hear the voice. Kind of weird.
Oh yeah. Somebody told me that the grave of a saint lies below here.
Below here, huh?
Not built by the king, no. It dated back to a time long before him. The tomb connects to that hole.
I see.
And there's something about some rat king down there. Hell, if the old rat is as rich as they say, maybe I should go and pay him a visit. Oh, I should have listened to the one.
Yeah, okay, so he's done. So he does give you a little bit of information about this hole before you go down it, and he's kind of one of the ways you can actually get down into the hole. Those ladders that you can pay to have him set up will help you climb down in. Let's see, what else is there that I need to go do? Not really much that I need to go do. But I haven't really mentioned the point of the Sunlight Warrior Covenant, which I'm a part of right now. But I mean, it's not really important. It's a PvE covenant. It's a co-op covenant. It's mainly to help you co-op with other players. Let's see. I guess that'll about wrap it up for this one. I need to think about what my next step is going to be. Oh, that guy's sword reminds me, though. I never really talked about it, but I got... Where is it? I got a katana now. And now, I'm Sephiroth. Look at this fucking ridiculous thing. You can't have a sword that's that long. Like because of how long it is, the metal will just kind of get all wavy and flop around ridiculously when you try to use it. Stupid weeaboo shit. Is there any lore on this? Extremely long blade. Fucking riveting. Man, I understand the story of this game so much better now. So much better. I get it. I get it now, you know? I get it. But anyways, I think that's about a good place to stop. I need to think about what my next step is going to be. I'm thinking about whether to go take on Iron Keep or to go down the hole first. So, without further ado... Well, actually, no, wait a second. I know where to go next. Hell yeah. I know exactly where to go next. And we're going to go there right there now. So never mind. Prop hunt. Oh yeah. Never mind what I said about quitting. We're not done just yet. One more little area to go take care of. And it's this. This is quite honestly, aesthetically, one of the most badass fucking creepy areas in the entire game. As soon as you step in, a fog rolls in. Oh, it's so cool. And the camera gets a little closer to make you feel all the more claustrophobic. Oh, this is such a good area. And as you can see, some ghostly enemies that you cannot lock onto, and that's kind of annoying. But it does make a certain amount of sense, because visibility is really poor. Still, it's kind of annoying, if you ask me. Are they coming up after me? No? Okay, fantastic. So, this is one last things that I wanted to do real quick. And it's time to meet one of the most badass and interesting characters in the entire game. But first, let me grab this. I knew that was there. I forgot about it. But I remembered. I love this so much. Like, if you take a look at this, you can see some skeletons buried within this rubble of statue and pillar. There's one head on it that still has a helmet attached. And you can talk to the head. So without further ado, here's one of my absolute favorite characters in the entire game, and I'm just gonna shut my mouth to give him a little space.
Leave me be. I like it quiet. Leave me be.
Okay, well, goodbye, Mr. Head. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What business have you here, traveller? You may call me Vengal, if I deserve a name in this sorry state. 'Tis rare to flap these gums. This is pleasant.
This guy is so fucking badass. He's an undead whose head has been chopped off, and the head is still alive.
Long ago, I was hired to defend the kingdom. I remember a long, brutal fight, and then somebody killed me. Or so I thought. I came to and found myself like this. I don't know what explains it, but it's not so bad, really. And now I watch the days go by and gaze at the night sky, thinking of the finer things, far removed from war. I'd grown weary of battle, but did not realize it until now.
So this is a really cool concept, is that in life he was a badass soldier who just murdered super hard on the battlefield, and he enjoyed every second of it. And then he died, and he's like, you know what? That sucked. I'm really glad that I have this peaceful time. But more importantly, it kind of gives you a good time frame about when this happened to him, because he said that he doesn't know what explains it. He doesn't know how his head is still active and how he can still talk and look around and stuff. And as we can see, he's obviously undead, based on the loss of color in his eyes and his face, and the fact that, you know, he's still alive even though he's been beheaded. But so that gives you an idea that around the time when this happened to him, the undead curse was not all that well known throughout the land. So either this was before the undead plague really hit the kingdom hard, or it was just at the beginning of it. So a long-ass time ago.
I know not what brings you on this journey, nor will I deign to ask. You may bear a great burden, don't we all? I prefer to stay my distance. But I want to warn you of something. My body. I see visions. My body, headless, raging without me. My body wielding my sword, a sword forged only to kill. My body will show no mercy. If you see the wretched thing, stay far away. I learn new things every day. Things never learned in battle. And, thanks to you, I've recalled the joy of conversation. If I can help you, if you require something, do speak up.
So, here's the really funny thing, too, is the gesture that he teaches you. It's called decapitate.
Farewell.
And just to kind of get the point across, let's see here. Here it is. Yep. That's the gesture that he teaches you. How fitting.
Back again. I cannot lie. Sometimes I wonder what's become of the kingdom. I was a hired hand, yes, but we soldiers stared death in the eye together. And for His Highness, I am afraid. But perhaps it's for the best. We knew not what we fought for.
Let's see here. He also sells stuff. Sells greatsword, sells claymore. But interestingly enough, he also sells a miracle, Great Magic Barrier. A miracle encasing the body in a magic barrier increases resistance to magic, lightning, fire, and dark. This miracle is said to shield the caster with the rock's armor, and was common amongst the wizard knights of Mira. So there are some clerical knights in Mira that cast this spell to deal with mages, but more importantly, the specific phrasing, the rock's armor. That's a reference, again, back to Dark Souls 1, because this game is fucking fanfiction, apparently. There was a character in Dark Souls 1 known as Havel the Rock, and that's what that's referencing.
I was born in Feroza, a land in the distant east. When I was born, we were already mired in prolonged conflict with our neighbours. Eventually, our kingdom fell, our people scattered. I've been a sellsword ever since. All I ever knew was war, and I can imagine no other way to live. What a fool I was. I am grateful for these peaceful days. But such contentment lies only in the here and now. Why must life be so confounding? Thank you for lending an ear to my ramblings. Here, take these. I've no use for them.
His helmet.
Go along and resume your journey. I cannot lie. I was...
Okay, so yeah,
perhaps
he's all spent.
Farewell. I will retire to my silence.
Got all the dialogue I can out of him. But let's just check his helmet. It's a pretty good fucking helmet. Weirdly enough, it has an effect where it increases your equipment load. As you can see, my equipment load is 64, and he increases it by 3 points. Which is just enough to keep my equipment load relatively the same as to what I'm wearing right now. Pretty good helmet overall. It's a good looking helmet. It's very cool. It just has one awkward thing, like, as you can see, the texture stretches when you go into an actual, like, combatant stance, and it looks pretty awkward. I'm not gonna wear it, but it is a good helmet. But let's see here. Let's see. Helmet worn by the ferocious Vengarl of Ferosa. As Vengarl's helmet suggests, he was not unlike a mad beast on the battlefield. So, I mean, you don't really do a whole lot with this character. There's not this big story to tell about him. You kind of find him and you pretty much get all the information that you're gonna get out of him. And this place is hard to navigate, especially because there are fucking invisible goddamn enemies sitting around waiting for you. Ah! There we go. It's not so bad. Let's see, now that I found this wall, there's one last item I want to get my hands on, and it's around here somewhere. Aha, here it is. Hello? There you are. I see you. I see you. I know you're there, motherfucker. There we go. Alright, now that he's taken care of, I can open his treasure chest in peace. Let's see here. The old sun ring. That's interesting. Pretty sure there's one last thing sitting around here somewhere. But I don't know where it is. No, wait. Here it is. It's gotta be up here somewhere. Okay. I see one down there. Ah, the Chloranthy ring. That's what I wanted. And now we're done. Feel perfectly free to just walk on out of this fog. Ah, alright. Anybody coming up behind me? No? Okay, fantastic. So yeah, I mean, Vengarl 2 is kind of a nothing character. Like I said, you find him, you get his backstory, and that's about it. You don't really do anything with him as a character. He doesn't really have an arc. But I have to be honest, I kind of play favorites with him, because I said the same thing about Lucatiel. I mean, you don't really... Lucatiel at least has an arc, where he doesn't. Hello. This is a warrior of sunlight. Their spirits appear golden instead of white. Very convenient that someone else showed that for me. There's an item, but I'll take on the zone later on. Oh, hello. Huh. Cool. I love these things. They're so pretty. It's a shame that you have to kill them to get their stuff. Oh, that's some awkward looking texturing going on there. That does not look great. In fact, on the whole, the texturing in this entire area does not look fantastic, to be honest with you. It really, honestly does not. I've heard some people go so far as to say that this zone looks like unfinished. It's so bad, but I wouldn't go so far as to say that. There's another one of them over there. Oh, cool. But anyways, let me just read these ring descriptions and I'll call it there. Where, oh where. Old Sun Ring. Explodes at a damage threshold. An odd stone ring containing a fiery heat. Accumulates power as the user is harmed and then explodes, damaging surrounding enemies, while leaving its wearer unscathed. Our deeds will come back to us in some form or other, both good and bad. Kind of a weird ring. It's a really annoying ring, especially for PvP, because you can't just get in on somebody and attack them, but I guess that's the entire point. I don't know, I never really found it very fun to fight against, though. And the Chloranthy ring increases your stamina recovery speed, so your stamina bar fills back up faster. I never really like using items like this, though, because I find them to be something of a crutch. Like, if I find that I come to rely on them, then for me, it'll be all the harder to go back and make a new character where I don't have that right away. This ring is named for the decorative green blossom, but its luster is long since faded. Well, don't you just feel like you understand the world all the better based upon that little description right there? Because I know I sure do. I mean, I know I'm facetious about some of these, but, like, for real, like, the entire point is to make the player understand the world better by reading these descriptions. That's why they're there. and that's why so many of the item descriptions actually do explain more about the world. So when you find ones like that that just literally explain the gameplay mechanics of the particular item, it's really disappointing. Because, like, you could have attached some sort of story bit to that to make the world feel fuller and more alive, and you didn't. So it's just kind of lame. Alright, okay. I'm tired of talking, so I'm going to call it there. Okay, so good night, everybody. Good night.